achieve by stabilization clearly. Like this, we can overcome our challenges by doing some practices. So that's why this discussion is arranged.
To add one, this is rather than this use, it's very useful for to select your to decide your expiry date.
Yes.
I am using for expiry because nobody is giving guideline what should be your expiry date. It is depend upon your institute to institute. Depend upon your storage condition, transportation system. It is event related. So this what he is doing, I am also doing that. But it is very useful for to select your sterilization expiry date. Because every 6 months, when I am giving near to expiry date or already expired. Then not a single time it is coming positive. So then you can select the expiry.
Okay, that is okay. Now we are starting with the first question. So my first question is to Dinesh sir. So, internal audit.
Yes, Ganesh, we conduct the internal audit. It depends upon the CSA and you can do it monthly or quarterly. Because any of JCA, any accreditation cannot tell you sterile person by with the washing area. So internal audit is fine that you have to fill that gas and just go to the continuous.
I will add to this point. Most of the organization had a candidate of JCA. But only time of the JCA, सब लोग बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म होते हैं, ओके? लेकिन जैसा JCA हो जाता है, come to the original position. To avoid that, you should have a internal audit. Now, if you see on the desk, there are 3 pictures, okay? You might have urology instrument in all of the hospitals, okay? The first picture is of closet or okay? But in the first picture, you see there are multiple microorganisms present on the instruments. Might be some body fluid also available on the instruments. All of the sterile instruments. But in this, only this instrument is only damage because our cleaning is not happening properly. Okay? So that's why the cleaning process has to be checked properly. In most of the studies, it is also that almost 12 to 15% cavities are available on even sterile instruments. So that's why the cleaning is very, very essential. Okay? With this in mind, I would like to ask the panel, what are the most common cleaning failure you encounter in your Cssd, especially when complex instruments like laparoscopy instrument, urology instruments, robotic instruments, or hinge instrument, and what strategies you use or implemented to overcome this challenge? And this question is for Dr.
Actually, the cleaning is start from, as I explained, it is start from the scrub nurse. But immediately some devices, like I said, that the micro suction cannulas and all this, immediately they are supposed to put. After that, within 30 minutes, they are supposed to send either to the Cssd or they are supposed to cover with the wet towel, or they are supposed to spray the foam or the gel on the instrument. Then it will remain in the moist condition. If once dry, put it gets dry, it is coagulate and very difficult to remove. So that is start from cleaning, start from there. Then when it is, as soon as it reaches to the CSD, because 99% bioburden we are removing in the cleaning procedure, and only 1% which may remain we are killing. That cleaning is removing the microorganism and sterilization is destroying the microorganism. So this is a two different. So 99% we are cleaning, so we are more conscious about the cleaning. Obviously sterilization is a part, but cleaning generally which is neglected. We have that all ultrasonic machine washing and loading patterns also. If you are loading in the washer disinfector and on the top of the instrument you put infinite rays or this, so that water jets is not going to heat your lower instrument. Like that ultrasonic machine, if you have that some instruments are coming above the bar, this water bar in the ultrasonic machine, it is not going to clean. Even the pressure which we generally for the robotic instrument those who are using. This while purchasing the robot, they are covered of rupees instrument that robot they are purchasing. But in the CSS at the same time, they are supposed to give the processing instrument, which is recommended by the Da Vinci or any other robotic instrument. That is not happening. So they are giving a simple machine which has no lumens, no connection with the port, and externally only it is cleaning. Internal channels are not clean. So that is the where the management is not going to act, because ideal machine is required 50 lakhs. So that is not happening. Secondly, again after that in the cleaning, your detergent selection, your water quality, what she said, water quality is also neglected part. Sometimes water only TDS we are checking. The TDS is not going to affect our water or demineralized water. So that is damaging your most of the instrument. Like that, even the water jet. If you are using water jet, but water jet what is IFQ is recommended in the robotic. Not more than 2 bar water is accepted. Otherwise, if you are giving the direct pressure, that 6 bar per 5 bar pressure of water, it is the ring in the robotic instrument is going to come out. And instrument is not going to work. So that small thing IFQ, and today is that new generation instrument, we have to follow IFQ. Then reach your scope or any fiber optic cable. So if you immerse in the ultrasonic machine, it's going to damage, the fibers are going to damage. So all SOPs we have to follow. Either way, in the when they are giving for the cleaning, some IoT for the cleaning area, some IoT for assembly area, some IoT for stabilization. So all SOPs for the modern instrument, that new generation instrument, you have to follow. Then only the stabilization whole process will plan.
Thank you. If you observe for cleaning the instrument, the very important part is of enzymatic solution. Okay? So first thing, you have to choose the proper enzymatic solution and then the concentration part. This question is to BP Singh sir. And enzymatic cleaning solution being used as per the IFU, either in direct dilution, temperature and contact time. How do you monitor complex practically?
Actually, we should always go with the recommendation of the manufacturers, or we can also say the IFU. Whenever you are going to select the enzymatic solution, you have to see that you have to follow certain points. You have to have some SOPs. For example, if an enzymatic solution is there, you have to see that the lukewarm water should be actually it should be under the lukewarm condition. It should not cross more than 40 to 45 degrees centigrade. Okay, and also from this you have to check your soil level. What exactly soil is there in your instrument. For example, if it is a heavy soil, you have to follow the instruction of the manufacturer. For example, 5 ml is this, 7 ml, you have to follow with that. And for everything, if suppose your person who are working in the washing area, if he is not following meticulously, you have to have some actually audit in between, that whatever you have given the written policy to him, whether he is meticulously following or not. So in that case, you have to go and tell him that these are the things that you have to do, and he should follow it. These are the basic things. If your cleaning is not proper, so your further thing will not be happening. Your sterilization will affect on that. Your sterility assurance level, what we call as -10 to -6. and all is going to hamper. So in that condition, you have to see that washing should be proper.
I will add
the enzymatic solution. Generally, if you are using enzymatic in the washer machine filter, you have to check the foam also. That you have the low foaming, you have the ultra low foaming. I am using ultra low foaming because otherwise you have that dosing pump, that tubes in the dosing pump is going to it is solidified and it is going to clog. So that also we have to see. If you use normal enzymatic with high foam, then it is going to clog. And secondly, in ophthalmic instrument, sometimes they are not recommending enzymatic ophthalmic. That you supposed to give NaBH is not coming in that deep, but in my SOP I written the ophthalmic instrument should not clean by the enzymatic because directly it is going to and secondly in the oncosurgery instrument, if you not residual part of the enzymatic is remain on the body, it is going to cytotoxic reaction in the surgery it is coming from. So thorough after cleaning that your rinsing thorough rinsing is very very important. Even if you use ophthalmic instrument also in the enzymatic, it is going to harm. But your rinsing is must. Proper rinsing. That is there.
I will add 2 points into this. In the decontamination area, if you use the enzymatic solution, there should be a dilution chart. Okay. Second thing, if you use your enzymatic solution for infected case patient or any implant, then you have discard your enzymatic solution. You have to freshly prepare your solution. Okay. Third is efficacy of your enzymatic solution. Most of the people say we will we will change instruments after the full day or after 9 hours, 10 hours. But practically, the future knows we have tested for each and every enzymatic solution on hourly basis. We have done cleaning indicator test and we found that no one enzymatic solution have any efficacy more than 25 hours. It's a fact. Very good idea, very good idea. It's a good idea. Okay. It's a takeaway point. Whenever we change the solution, keep some sticker on that. That solution has been prepared on so and so date and so and so time. That's it. Great. So, before cleaning, so there is one more step that has to be followed. When the instruments are having an exchange of longer current, many of the hospitals having going for the transplants, right? So your instrument exposure is about 7 to 8 hours. Then, after that, priority is given to the patient transfer. Your instruments are lying inside the OT for 2 to 3 hours. So that's why the instrument waited for and then it was to 6 minutes of work. That's why your instrument must be prepared. They must be present in your user area. Okay? Either if this is not possible, then go for enzymatic spray. So hence my next question is to Dinesh sir. So if any surgical instrument reprocessing begin, the operation later would pre-cleaning before instruments are sent to Cssd. From a Cssd perspective, how critical is this initial step and what impact can lapses at this stage have no sterilization effectiveness and necessaries?
Nilesh, pre-cleaning is the first and the critical step for the reprocessing cycle. If OT directly send the instruments to the CSID with blood or any organic matter, what will happen? So that's already told. I think CSID also, because I am not going on it So what will happen? So there will be the proper cleaning, there will be the proper sterilization. There will be always risk for the infection to the patient. Patient safety is our goal in therapy. So the pre-cleaning in the OP is always and always important for us. So what OT can do? So they can spray enzymatic cleaner, and always they have to try to send the instrument to the CSD and voice pencil so that they should not be drying out. Okay, so for me, pre-cleaning is a very much important, and it will give the patient safety also and the infection prevention also. The starting point is the user level, and always in this case the OT is the starting point for the infection prevention, and the CSD line only the one part of the check. The starting will always be the user.
Thank you, sir.
Really one problem which typical facing. If you, when I am recommending my OT staff, you supposed to flush it, but do not use saline. But at that time, they are not getting a small amount of intact, because when sterile steroid, I am recommending sterile steroid, but it is not easily available in a small quantity. 100 ml or is not available. Even the 250 ml is also not available in the market. When initially the poor pharma was making it, now they are also not manufactured. This is a practical problem which industry is facing. So we are not recommending saline, and they are not getting. So 1 liter unnecessarily opening, and 10 ml they are using for the flushing, and they are wasting it. So that is a practical problem.
Okay. This question is for DP sir. Sir. So I will add to this point that we are all are using Wi-Fi. Okay. Sterility is like Wi-Fi. If it is available, इससे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. लेकिन थोड़ा भी एक बार किसी ने बटन गलती से ऑन ऑफ कर दिया वाईफाई, सब पैनिक हो जाएंगे. CSSD का भी ऐसी है. CSSD चल रहा है, मतलब कोई कहाँ पे भी आपको थोड़ा लेट हो गया, सब लोग खड़े हो जाएंगे. ये क्या हो गया, इतना लेट क्यों हो रहा है, राइट? So sterility is like that only. It is not visible. So that's why my question is to you can't see sterility. So what should be chosen with the wide range of sterilization quality assurance product available? With key factors and requirements should hospitals consider to ensure effectiveness sterility assurance quality?
See, there are n numbers of the sterility check we are having. For example, we are using a biological indicators, and apart from that, we are having a chemical indicators, and also we are using physical monitors. So these are the things that we have to consider while doing any other sterility. Please, as Nilesh has very well said, that sterility cannot be checked by your naked eyes. Okay, if I'll give you a sterile products or unsterile product, it cannot make any difference. But only with the indicators. For example, icon is there, it will just show you that it has been exposed to the sterilizer. And apart from this, there are other different types of indicators which are used in the machines. For example, type 5 is there, type 6 is there. We are using that, and if that qualifies, it will really serve your purpose. But apart from all this, we are loading techniques very important. Whenever you are going to load your machine, you have to see that you should have an adequate space for the steam penetration and air evacuation. That is very important. If this thing can be done, whether it may be your autoclaves or it can be your ATO machines, the concept is almost same. Because the air is always an hindrance. If this can be carried, if this can be taken care, so all your process will be in place. It may be in of the machine or a plasma, everything. So we have with this, I will always suggest that the sterility assurance is very important. If anything goes wrong, we are going to be in a soup, that we have to see that your patient is your basic. If that is done, So everything is okay. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
Ramkar sir. So sterilization is a critical component of patient safety. Yet implementation and validation practices can be very in institutions. So as an expert in the sterilization field, what are the common gaps you see in the Indian hospitals with the compared with the international hospitals and the sterilization and validation practices?
Speaking in India, today's crowd suppose most of the today's the crowd is belong to their multi-specialty hospital. But our maximum workload and maximum people, you are talking about my relatives are not coming in my hospital. And which is the neglected part now, the municipal and government hospital and the nursing home category, where today drums are there, today that all facilities are not there what we are getting. And we are now thinking about the NEPs and all accommodation and everything. But till today they are using drum. And drum, yesterday I come to know that one hospital, without opening, that so many years he is using without opening the lid of the drum. And because of the indicators are not changing inside, she used to put the indicator, that is the process, the type 1 indicator, on the outer side because it is not changing. So this is today's scenario in our whole country. So we are supposed to reach to them. We are on the south pole and they are on the north pole. So we have to make a reach and we have to educate these people because we are concentrating now what are the this conferences and this kind of technical, it is useful only for the multi-specialty and this corporate hospital and the multi-specialty. Not that our knowledge is not useful, my knowledge is not useful for my patient, my relative, because they are going in the nursing home or they are going in the this government or the municipal hospital, where this our knowledge is lacking. So we have to target these people. Very, very sad to know. Yesterday when I come to know, they will be supposed to do something for them. Even the okay, if you are using the drum, is okay. At least where I am going, I am suggesting them. I am making a bag. Inside, first put the linen bag, and inside the bag you have to put the linen, or you put the instrument. Or not possible, then wrap with the linen, you can pack, how we are packing the same, you pack the drum and then you sterilize. So I am going, this question is sad, but this is what we are lacking. So most of us, that today's population, they know about the indicator, everything. But these people, they don't know simple, that they have the record, the documentation record, they are testing that your type 1 indicator that we is sterilized properly. That is the document. Which is we are accepting is either is passed to the sterilizer, that's what. We are not. So every step is important. Starting from we are again and again we are talking. Starting from the this routine to the preservation of sterility preservation. Sterility is we are talking is like event related, not time related. So tomorrow, today suppose expiry date is tomorrow's expiry date. Expiry date is tomorrow 8 March. Today at middle of the night, at 12 o'clock, that suddenly that microorganism comes and it is that expired. It is not like that. It is event related unless if you are not touching the instrument and your parameters in the sterile storage area, all conditions are 10 years or so, nothing to going to happen. Even the microorganisms not travel by themselves. If they require some medium or they require some vector to transport. So our conditions were that event related, that is why it is called as a event. That is why nobody is recommending what should be your expiry date. But if you pack in the field policies, it should be like this. if you are packing in the SMS, you have expired it. Nobody is recommending that. That you supposed to decide your expired date because of that. So every step, every important step, all simple as I explained that these are the gears. That one gear, one in any problem in the